Welcome back, and hello if you're new. As we roll into the month of February, it seems that Holy Roars simply will not let up with their absolutely incredible talent that they're putting forward in 2019. Latest to be put forward on their roster are Ithaca, who are their very own brand of metallic hardcore. Cherry-picking the best elements of Dillinger, the grinding chaos of Converge, and the emotional reach of Oathbreaker, I would very much like to introduce you all to Ithaca. Much like our own language, Ithaca's brand new album, The Language of Injury, speaks to us in many different ways. The band are potentially at their most venomous when they use their weapon of choice, which are these kind of schizophrenic breakdowns. For example, in New Covenant, that moves into Impulse Crush, and the change is pretty much seamless. And Impulse Crush in particular highlights Ithaca's songwriting prowess. Riffs that often mutate before another pulverizing breakdown, and particularly in the track's sort of mid-section, there's this Dillinger escape plan bite that the band have, and it's really quite caustic and dissonant. The band do offer slight respite in the instrumental passage that is no translation, and it's a perfect way to cleanse the palate in one of the album's few serene moments before we're thrown back into the metallic hardcore. However, as you can imagine, this sense of calm is shattered with the arrival of the title track, and arguably my favourite track on the record, The Language of Injury. It's easily the most mature song on the album, and features absolutely fantastic use of those female vocals. Secret Space, again, its initial riff is moulded by this schizophrenic guitar style that makes it weirdly very unpredictable but also quite memorable at the same time. Before we're then thrown into Jamila's very pained vocal delivery, and it creates a really lovely juxtaposition between the two, which is essentially blending hardcore and metalcore with black metal but almost post-rock like embellishment. Returning to those backing vocals that I mentioned previously, Slow Negative Order, the vocals add an incredibly ethereal sound over those cascading riffs. Before what I can only describe as a love letter to Converge to end that track. This is, I think, what Ithaca's differential point is as a band, that they bring this sense of very raw emotion. But then the wheels come completely off and we go straight back into metallic hardcore territory right at the end of the track with this massive, massive breakdown. The biggest thing for me though is I just wish that the band had implemented more use of those fantastic haunting vocals, where they're kind of laid as a bed, and then Jamila's main vocals come in at the same time. But bear in mind, this is a debut, this is starting out, and I think there are some incredible ideas and food for thought for the following LP. And make no mistake, I'm not saying this is a bad album whatsoever. This is a fantastic album. The album doesn't overstay its welcome, and despite its fairly short runtime of just over half an hour, each song is packed full of intricacies. Final track, Better Abuse, ends the album completely differently on how we began, with these mature idea of violins and various different string instruments, and really I think showcases where Ithaca could go next. It's definitely an exciting chapter for Ithaca, and one to no doubt build on in the future. It's a solid 4 out of 5 for me. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure to check out all my other album reviews, interviews, all sorts of stuff. Let me know what you think. Have you heard The Language of Injury yet? I'd love to know. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for another album review. Alright, take care guys.